We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Nashville. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, a give to Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. To throw is Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Murray now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the 40 now on second down. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Because he's as big as all of them. Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
58 to Mike. Go, go, go.
A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5. return and give this to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Target, 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 target. Check nine, check nine. Check 13.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on. Man, QB's trash. Let's go. Switch, switch, switch.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Check, 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 check. Hey, hey.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check back, check back.
On third down, Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Danico Autry is in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. It's a corner now. It's a
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Murray now on first down. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. First down, Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Man open, here is Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the 40 now on second down. Murray flushed out right. Caught left side, Hopkins.
First down, Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his second year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point, and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. But just a simple tackle. Pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come on. Come on. 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Hey.
Here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 14.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff, running left, Henry. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Bullock's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they wind up turning the turnover. Convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick.
Excellent pick there by Buda Baker. And I remember when teams were preparing for him primarily as one of the better special teamers in the league. An all-pro as a rookie in that spot. He's grown into being one of the best safeties in the NFL. In 2020, named all-pro again, this time as a member of the secondary.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he's got it throwing. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On first down, Tannehill. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10 is counter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, Murray. Green brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run here with Connor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cards are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays, they...
And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Pushes him over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that led the way. That lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Arizona, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.